things. I just try to keep it really simple for people. They need to pick up the phone and call. And we're really not taking on that many clients in the first place. But the ones we do take on, you can be expected to pretty much, if you've saved your money and did it right, you can actually expand your business pretty well. We deal with contracts in the sizes of 100,000, 250,000, 50,000, 25,000, but I found a nice easy way for people to even start with us. If they really want to grow or dominate, or they just want to actually have one part of their business started, is to really turn around and do one thing. It's to get your website the right way, because that's really the portal for people that are out with mobile and all that kind of things. And that's kind of the key of where I want to start most people. I've kind of figured out that if people want to come in for $1,000, they have a website, it's the best way to go. We'll go fix that website itself. From that point, I actually send that over to actually a linking strategist that makes sure that you have all the backlinks that are necessary for that and the proper content set on there the right way. That's the key. We're currently right now, I'm just doing a test market across the country with just the roofers and the HVAC. We're actually putting up little test sites in that area and ranking them to the top of the search engines on purpose, and we're letting them there to be bought. That's just one way, but there's no way to even get in contact with me, to even start the process with me whatsoever, until you have something that we're able to even talk about. I found the easiest entry point for me was to kind of go right after your website itself. Either you have one or you don't, or you know you have one, you don't even know what it does. But just in a nutshell, that's the key. But there are 7 different steps that you need to follow when it comes to afterwards. With inside of 90 days, what I'd like to do from that point is to turn around and take somebody and run them through what they need to have. So you come in, you go in for 90 days, and what happens is from that point there, we'll structure your entire business if you've saved your pennies and done it the right way. If not, you have on a budget, we'll kind of figure out what we need to from there. But nothing like this is actually going to be a cheap model of any sort. I'm not sitting here out here in the world to do this, to sit there and argue with a client or this or that. I have 25 years experience for a reason. If you're an owner, then you're kind of a little cocky, or you got a little too much of an ego, or whatever the case may be, don't call me. If you're one that's willing to follow instructions and go through the process and actually build your company large, like the 100% success record that we have already, just pick up the phone. But where you're going to start is your website. That content needs to be perfect. It needs to be set up properly. It needs to rank properly so you're getting free calls. We could put pay-per-click on there if we want to, but there's a lot of things that you can actually do online. But that's where we start. After that, I'm going to go look at your operation if you actually have the privilege to go to the next step, which is to come into your office and actually, or not even come in, mostly consultations over the phone. We set up things, we make sure things are in line. If I need to send a team in there, I will. That depends. It depends on a lot of things. How is your advertising? What's your personal contact? How do you answer your phone? I mean, how do you actually take your lead when it comes in, and how do you actually cultivate that relationship with somebody? At this point, I'm just going to kind of stop and say, listen, if you understand that and what I just said here, and you understand I'm being really authentic, and I personally don't care and don't want the people that should not be calling to call me. If you're a time vampire and you like to waste time, don't call. If you are somebody who really wants to take advantage of something and really grow your business to heights, and you can have a proper conversation as a business professional,